COVID positive case numbers rising, 50,000 cases in the last 24 hours, new cases. Deaths up week on week by 20%, and overnight, a number of very prominent health chiefs urging that Plan B should be adopted. Now, Plan B would mean a whole series of restrictions, urging people to work from home, mandatory wearing of face masks, and indeed, it would also mean COVID passports. Well, the Health Secretary, Sajid Javid, responded to all of that at 5 o'clock today. Let's take a look.
We must all remember that this virus will be with us for the long term and that it remains a threat to our loved ones and a threat to the progress that we've made in getting our nation closer to normal life. We're looking closely at the data, and we won't be implementing our Plan B of contingency measures at this point.
Well, I was pleased that Plan B is not being implemented at this point, but he did say in the course of that press conference that it was very important for people to go and get their booster jab to keep your freedoms. So it's a bit of an oxymoron, really, isn't it? Do exactly as we tell you, or we might take your freedoms away, which I didn't like very much. But I want to ask you tonight, are you worried? Are you worried about the rising cases? Are you worried that ultimately the government could put us back into lockdown? I want to know what you think about that. GBViews at gbnews.uk, or you can tweet at GBnews. And my feelings on it all are that in some ways this is just never going to end. This virus is almost certainly going to be around for a very, very long time. And I'm sure there are many dedicated health professionals worried, not just about COVID, but worried about winter flu. And I do feel and I do sense that probably we will get some more restrictions placed upon us in the coming months. But I'm not worried that we're going to be going back into lockdown. And I think the reason for that is, and Kwasi Kwarteng, pointed out this morning that it would be a terrible thing to do. The country simply wouldn't take it. I know we've been the most obedient lot over the course of the last couple of years, but now we've been out and free and back to work and living our lives. There's no way, if the government tried for a hard lockdown, there's no way that large numbers, I'm going to say of us, would comply with it. So look, my view, my message is that hope must overcome fear. We've got to learn to live with this problem. We've got to be positive, and the only thing to fear actually is fear itself.